Hello, welcome back. So today we are gonna discuss a very important topic. So that is the unemployment pandemic in India. So which is nothing but the matrix of unemployment. Even we'll be discussing something about the fall of government jobs, which is known out related to the unemployment pandemic. So So recently, that is in 2024, that is recently in this year itself, 3,700 PhD holders. I'm talking about people, who are graduated. Okay, so 3,700 PhD holders, around 50,000 graduates, and almost around 28,000 postgraduates. Okay, that is around 93,000. You can you know roughly figure it around to 1 lakh people. So in a single year, okay, super qualified people, around 1 lakh super qualified people applied for in government job. And think, get an idea what that government job would be. So it was nothing but a job of a peon. So this is the craze of the Indian youths after government jobs. This incident took place in Uttar Pradesh, wherein around 1 lakh people applied for a job of a peon, which is no doubt is in government job. But so all those who were graduated students. So due to the unemployment in India, they try to seek this job. So a job for which a person who is only fifth grade pass is even applicable. So this is the kind of fall of government jobs. You can roughly think of it. So see here, basically what happens is here, for most of the middle class families, for most of the middle class youths in India, seeking or cracking and government job is a kind of big deal for them. So they kind of think of the status they may get, or the fame or the kind of life they would enjoy if they crack, and government seat. So this is basically a case in the youths who are from kind of small towns and villages. So government jobs are kind of glorified as like that of basically UPSC, uh, by the Indian news itself. Just give me a second. Okay, sorry for disturbance. But these jobs are becoming these so-called problems and kind of relationships, in fact affecting the people, you know are affecting their lives, those who cannot crack these government seats. So So this was, in short, the fall of, government jobs in India. So there is a lot more to talk about it, but I just explain it to you in short. Okay. So now see, another aspect you can see it as, more than 50% of the Indian population has now just crossed the age of 25, which indirectly means that this population is gonna be the, kind of work engine in the upcoming years. In about after 30-40 years, you can see it as, this population is gonna be the work engine of the Indian economy. But the irony, the best word I can use it here, the irony in this case is that because of the Indian education system, almost I can say it as, almost 65 to 70% of 100% of the population, okay, of the youths is unemployed, even when they have graduated, even when they have a degree. So this is only due to the Indian education system. So no doubt, Indian education sucks. So see here in China and Japan, if I talk about the case in China and Japan. So in and around 1980, when China and Japan deal with the same situation as India is gonna go through this. So China and Japan made use of their youths, took the advantage of the youth population in such a way that, they are in kind of at the peak in case in terms of economy. So China stands second. China is the second largest economy in the world. So this is only because of what they did around 30-40 years back. So you might be thinking that the same would happen with India. But as I talked to you about the irony, so if the percentile of the unemployed youths in India goes on increasing, so the situation is gonna take and completely, it's kind of drastically take and very, very, very bad effect. So and the so-called, I'm repeating, and the so-called work engine would become, or may become, you can say it as, or will become the burden on the Indian economy. So colleges and universities in India are taught outdated syllabus. So because of which industries or the students who get out of the colleges and universities with a degree, find a difficulty in getting jobs because of no experience, because of low level of skills. So it is very necessary that course that have been taught to students are to be taught in such a way that it should include modern trends of the world. Marketing must be taught by those who have handled marketing budgets worth crores. Okay, problem solving should be taught by those people who have worked in big consulting firms. Blockchain and AI even must be added in course in degrees of MBA, though MBA is in business related, course. So it must be added because the basics of AI and blockchaining must be taught to students because it is very important in this modern trendy world. So this is the only solution we have, that Indian education system has to improve, and it is mandatory, it is must to improve the Indian education system, so that the people in India are not left unemployed even after having so-called degree. So that's the case. That's all for today. So we'll be meeting in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you. Love you.